Our topic is the causes and impacts of deforestation for oil palm plantations. Let's begin with some background information. The oil palm Elaeis guineensis is a tropical tree crop that keeps producing fruit bunches. The oil palm fruitlets from the bunches produces two types of edible vegetable oil: palm oil from the mesocarp, which is the flesh of the fruit, and palm kernel oil from the seed. Currently, oil palm plantations cover more than 27 million hectares of the Earth's surface, which is around the size of New Zealand. The area harvested increased from 9 million hectares in 2000 to 17 million hectares in 2014. But what actually causes deforestation for plantations? First of all, surging global demands for palm oil has fueled extensive rainforest destruction. In total, palm oil accounts for over 30% of the world's vegetable oil production. This single vegetable oil is found in approximately 40 to 50% of household products in many developed countries like Australia. 90% of oil palm production is edible products such as margarines, cooking oil, spreads, and emulsifiers. There are many oil palm ingredients in products, but the ultimate reason for the demand is the benefits of palm oil. Palm oil has high nutrition value, such as a rich source of antioxidants like carotenoids. It is also cholesterol-free. There are still countless benefits. For manufacturer, not only do these properties reduce production costs, but they also can be used as labels to attract consumers. And for the rest 10% palm oil, they are for industrial use such as soap, cosmetics, washing detergents. As for bioenergy, almost half of the palm oil imported into the European Union is used as biofuel. Another driving force for deforestation is the population expand, which further increases the demand of oil palm. In the foreseeable future, the world population will increase to 9 billion in 2050, and the oil palm consumption is expected to be doubled from 62 million tons to at least 125 million tons. The third reason for deforestation is the economic incentives. It has a high harvesting rate and has the least production cost. It also generates lots of profits and contributes much in GDP. For example, the palm oil accounts for 11% of Indonesia's export earnings and contributes 4.67% GDP for Malaysia in 2010. Governments of developing countries such as Brazil, Peru increasingly promote oil palm cultivation as a major contributor to poverty alleviation and food and energy independence. Let's move on to the impacts. Oil palm was responsible for an average of 270,000 hectares of forest conversion annually from 2000 to 2011 in major palm oil exporting countries. Environmentally speaking, impacts can be categorized into four parts. For biosphere, it lowers biodiversity. Only 15% of native animal species survive after deforestation and plantation. It also destroys habitats and causes fragmentation. Animals are endangered due to the loss of habitat and poaching. Roads built to provide access to vehicles and equipment also provide access for poachers. In the hydrosphere, potential pollutants include palm oil mill effluent. Fertilizers, insecticides, and herbicides can flow into the river, which pollute surface and groundwater source. Water cycle is altered due to less transpiration, infiltration, and more evaporation and surface runoff. About the impact of the lithosphere, there will be soil erosion. For instance, Brazil loses 55 million tons of topsoil every year. Severe soil erosion will lead to land degradation and desertification. As for the atmosphere, it intensifies greenhouse effects, thus global warming. Greenhouse gases like water vapor and carbon dioxide is released when combustion of trees and forest fire occurs. Also, there will be less trees to absorb carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Indonesia, being the world's largest producer of palm oil, has surpassed the United States in terms of greenhouse gas emissions in 2015. On the economical aspect, there are strong dependence on export market, but it provides substantial economic livelihood gains for some stakeholders. Lastly, from the social aspect, there is human rights violation and labor abuse. In extreme cases, workers in palm oil trading corporations can earn as little as $250 a day. There is also land use conflict when indigenous people are forced to give up their homes. In addition, illegal pet trade of endangered species exists. So what can we do to alleviate the problem? As a consumer, we can read the labels and choose products that have oil palm sustainably grown. Roundtable on Sustainable Palm Oil (RSPO) protects primary forests. RSPO certified may mean deforestation-free. On global level, countries should cooperate to diversify portfolio of renewable energy sources, standardize the production and sales chains of palm oil. Organizations should participate in the Roundtable of Sustainable Palm Oil. To conclude, if there is less demand, there will be less profit and thus less deforestation. Therefore, we should start by ourselves if we want to save the animals and the trees.